Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 as we are playing with the British Empire. Alright, so hopefully this episode, or yeah for sure this episode, will be joining the conflict and we are going to declare war on the communists. As far as war goals, I mentioned this in the last episode in the pinned comment, it doesn't take very long guys to grab up a war goal here. 30 days, 6 political power, it's pretty much nothing. So we could go ahead and start doing that now, though remember, we're not ready just yet. We have to, all of our ships and planes got to move around and got a couple of other things we got to do. And when you get that war goal, it only lasts for a few months, 3 months or something like that. So what we'll do is we'll wait until we get into July here, and then we'll work on getting the war goal. And that'll kind of give us a little bit of a buffer in case something happens and we're not quite ready 2 months from now, which is what the plan is to declare war in August, sometime in mid to late August, maybe September at the latest. So yeah, we'll give ourselves a little bit of room there. Before we jump into this, and I'll show you guys what I did with the ships, before we do that, let me go ahead and show you guys the current conflict between the Soviets and the Germans, because a few people have asked the casualties, how this has been going. Wow. The Comintern has taken 5.24 million casualties compared to only I say only, but obviously that's a lot of men, 1.18 million on the, what is it, the Central European Alliance, CEI? Yeah, so on the CEI here, 1.18 million. So the Germans, 403,000. The Polish are the ones who've taken the brunt of it against the Soviets here. Belgium has taken quite a bit as well against France. But you can see both France and the Soviet Union lost over 2 million men, 700 and something thousand for Spain, which is an absolute ton for them. So frankly, the communists are having some trouble with the manpower. Remember, the Soviet Union's got an abundance of manpower. When it comes to like which side to declare war on, it's just so hard to say. Yeah, they're winning the manpower game, but look at this, guys. I mean, the Germans are struggling here, and you know, the Belgium's about to get knocked out of the conflict. Poland is doing well here, but then losing here. Same thing here. Finland has gotten Leningrad, but they got troops cut off here and losing territory here. So, I mean, it's impossible to say who's exactly winning this conflict right now. So, we got to pick a side to join against initially. Eventually, we'll join against both sides. But I want to destroy the navy of one side before we do. So, speaking of the navy, let's go and take a look at the naval situation. Looks quite a bit different because I have arranged all of our fleets here. Got them all set up, all of our task force, all of our fleets, and I'll kind of go through them real quick and what their roles are going to be. So this is the main fleet for the Atlantic theater under Cunningham, and you can kind of, you know what they're essentially going to be doing here. They're going to be covering all this. You know, we have them to help out probably against the Spanish here is probably where I'll use these heavy cruisers to give us a bombardment bonus. These will be our patrol fleets. They have more, obviously the ships are still moving to them. And then these are the training ones. And we can go ahead and start them training again. And let's go ahead and make sure that all the ships here are there, because I did a lot of movement. So it could be in wrong spots. And then we have this fleet here, which is going to be covering all of the Atlantic theater. The Dolphins, for you guys that don't know yet, these are my patrol fleets, you know, with the little binocular icon. Dolphins are convoy escorts, which we're going to need a lot of. We've got resources and trade and supply just going all over the place. So we need a lot of these. You notice quite a few escort ones. So this is for the Atlantic. They're going to be covering... They're probably going to cover all of this area. Well, no, not right here. Let me take that back. All of this here, though, you can see that some of that we can't actually cover, unfortunately. But yeah, we have them all over here. I believe everybody should be here. Let's go ahead and have them all go there. Damn, I don't know what the hell they're doing out there. Maybe something I had messed up. But yeah, let's get them put all back into the port there. Speaking of this port, I almost want to go ahead and build it up a bit more. This port right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's just build it up, the naval base, just one more for right now. And then, so that's what their job will be. These are our submarines. The difference between the shark and then the submarine icon is the sharks are the submarine 2s, while the submarine icon is the submarines 1s. And then we have, these are just some spare ones that are still going to be training up, so it's going to get them training. And then we'll take all the rest of these and make sure that they go over here. We're not going to keep training all the fleets now. It's time to get them all repaired up and stuff, guys. And then these here are going to be our convoy escorts, as well as our one mine guy. I only have one Muppet here. The rest I sent to the Mediterranean because mines do just perform a little bit better in the Mediterranean. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, you could actually mine right here pretty effectively. You know what? Yeah, we might go ahead and mine that. You know, we'll switch that up. I'll take one of these and put him over here. All right, so let's make sure all these guys move as well. And we'll just have them go there. So we have them all in different locations. Have a couple of reserves because we know we're going to lose destroyers and submarines. Obviously, I don't have a lot in the reserves right now, but that's okay. I didn't really set up the templates or anything. I'm just probably going to micromanage it for right now because I am not setting up templates for all these damn fleets right now. I know that you only have to press a button if you want them to stay as they are, of course, but the bad part about that is you can't add new ships to them if you want to increase the size of them because they'll leave and they'll go down to the reserves here. So some people are going to be concerned that there's only 13 ships here. Again, there's more coming here. What the aim for these fleets are, or task force are, is to get them up to 24 ships. There's 8 capital ships in each. So that would get them up about 50%. Yeah, they'd have 50% screening, obviously not enough. But the way I look at it is that your patrol fleet should be used for the screening. You know, your patrol fleets find the ships, and then they engage them. And then this fleet, the strike force, comes in and attacks. So you already have a patrol fleet of, what, like 10 ships or so. So that would get you pretty close to 100% screening once you, because you do need like 4 ships per every capital ship. So with 10 patrol ships and 24 here, that would get you really, really close to 100% screening. So that's the way I do that, guys. So yeah, those are the patrol fleets. So what did I talk? Yeah, these are our escorts in the mines. And then going down to the Mediterranean, same situation here, guys. Essentially exactly the same breakdown. Nothing really different here. These are submarines, escorts, mine guys. Pacific's a little bit different because they're covering a wider area. So I did put these in the same one because essentially the submarines are going to be acting in the same areas that the escorts are. So for right now, I just kept them all under one admiral. We might want to change that up here in the future. And we need to look to see if any of our admirals need to get promoted here. Yeah, because it looks like we have a couple. All right, so the first one is Tovi. He has an upgrade, so yeah, I think he's one of them. So let's go ahead and upgrade him here. And he is in the submarine fleet, so I guess visibility would be the one that we'd want to get here for him. Essentially, he would get the Seawolf. And that would if we... Yeah, remember, we can only have a certain amount of traits here. You know what? This is fine. We'll keep him concealed. We won't go with the retreat decision change. I don't think. Let's go and wait. I'd like for him to get the Seawolf and then be able to get the Silent Hunter and perhaps even the Torpedo Expert. Or any of these. They're all great bonuses. So we won't get any more for him. And then we also have Forbes. Oops, I keep clicking on that. Forbes has the cruiser captain. There's a few cruisers that he has, but really not much here. We'll go ahead and get it anyway, though. I mean, he does have a couple light cruisers. Oh, you know what? Actually, he might not have hardly any light cruisers. Yeah, he doesn't have any light cruisers. We'll just wait, see if there's something better once he actually starts getting some experience. And then we have Willis as well, and he is also in charge of submarines. So let's get him the concealment expert. And we won't get that one again. Let's just wait for him to get some of those traits that are a little bit more beneficial for somebody in charge of submarines. So we got these two training here, and I think that's it. That's all we really need to do. In regards to admirals, I assign them based on their traits and then based on their traits and their skills. Like for instance, we got the green water expert here for the submarines because this is a lot of shallow sea here. So that does give better movement, attack, and defense bonuses there. There's really nobody else to give it to. So yeah, I did determine what admiral went to what fleet based on their skills and traits and stuff. We won't go into deep details there because we need to get started. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I got all the ships moving. Did I move? Hold up. I don't think I did get all the ships moving actually. Let's go ahead and make sure that they're all moving here because yeah, I want to say a lot of them are still like out there because they were training. So we do want to make sure that they get over to their locations. Yeah, I think they're all there already. Yeah, these are all training ones, so get them out there. And let's move on over to here, make sure they're all in their location as well. Yeah, a lot of these guys are just sitting out there. All right, so everybody should be moving to their locations. I don't know if I actually moved all these ones. Yeah, it looks like we do have them. All right, everybody's good to go. Got the planes moving as well. we'll take a look at that here soon, but not yet. Let's let those ones move, because I actually wasn't entirely sure how we were looking on the plains just yet. Sent more divisions over to here. We have fronts now as well, with planning bonuses and all that kind of good stuff. So got more troops moving over to that front. Got troops training, getting that little bit of experience that they need to be, full regular divisions there. We can also make an adjustment. We should probably do that. So let's go to make adjustment to probably I think the infantry's, yeah, all we need is more support battalions, which I don't have enough experience for that. The motorized, though, leaves a lot to be desired, as do the tanks, but we can't do much with the tanks with just 5 experience. So instead, let's go ahead and get a, you know what, we won't be able to get. Yeah, oh, we can. All right, let's go and give them a motorized artillery, and that'll be worth the 5 experience. So let's go ahead and save that. And then again, these guys are now gonna have to continue training up. That's okay. We'll take them and train them up as we see them losing the experience. Again, we've got a few months before we're going to be declaring war, so we've got plenty of time, guys. Plenty of time to get everybody trained up and stuff. And that war's over. Excellent. So some people were worried about this, that this war wouldn't be done with. And then, you know what? I like the new Dutch East Indies color a lot more. Yeah, I like that color. So it would end up working out. We got a prettier color to look at. Some people were worried that we would end up having a situation where the war was ending and we were already at war with the communists, and now the Dutch are bringing their troops back home, and then they all get sunk by the French here. So we don't have to worry about that. That wasn't going to be enough for me to stop the war, though. Like it was happening. There's no stopping it, guys. All right. So let me just kind of dip through here, make sure that we have. Don't have any troops. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about these ones over here. I forgot we were fighting over here. Looks like the Mexicans are kind of getting it done themselves, though, so that's good to see. Looks like they actually won there. Let's go and attack here, and let's delete this here, and then have all these guys assigned to that front right there. And we'll just move over there. Just kind of help them out again. We're just getting a little bit of experience. It's not much, but it helps. When you're in a situation as we are, where we just can't get the land experience that's needed. I just find myself like constantly having land experience problems. We got the Cav currently defending the ports, and I've gave them the extra motorized to help them out with that. And these guys, I don't know if they're done. Yeah, they're done. All right, so let's go ahead and place them all. And it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt, but we can handle it. Let me see if there's any more here. Yeah, it looks like a lot of these guys are here. All right, and then we have this guy here. I'll just place him right there for right now. I'm hoping we don't end up war with the Americans. If we do, then we do. We'll just have to deal with it. We got to secure the Italian alliance. Excellent. Soviet Union declared war on Iran as well. All right, so where's this guy at? Okay, he needs to go here. Well, it looks like we actually have 2 fronts here. This might have got a little bit dicked up. Yeah, a little bit. Not entirely sure what happened there. Let's make sure. Oops. All these guys are assigned here, and then we'll just kind of redraw this out. So they'll cover that. Well, okay, whatever. I guess can't cover that one. Can these guys cover it? No. It's just kind of a weird situation here. The Spanish are cut off here, or all the communists are cut off here. You know what? The Germans might be able to take care of it themselves. And Iran just joined the Central European Alliance, because that's right, the Soviets did just declare war on them. So yeah, Iran is now in the Central European Alliance, and that will just basically open up the front here that the Soviets at the guard. It's just the communists they're just opening up more fronts that they can't handle. I guess we could take a look over here. It's just nothing changed. That Japanese Civil War is just going to last forever, guys. There's no end to it. Oh yes, before we pick a national focus, let me just double check and make sure we don't have any, and we don't. All right, so let's get that national focus selected. And I don't know when the Italians will join. I guess it sends an event to them, and I would assume they'll accept it. So we can enact the Mosley Manifesto, and that does give us some good stuff here. We go to limited exports, and we can build infrastructure faster, and we get some civilian and military factories, which is pretty nice. We can get the Imperial conscription. That would result in the British Malaya slowly losing autonomy, so we can get them annexed. And then, of course, we do get the extra non-core manpower, so that'd be helpful, especially once we, actually start conquering some territory. But man, we just need so much stuff, guys. I mean, good God. I kind of think we should go ahead and get the... Yeah, let's go ahead and get the battleship focus. We'll get that first. I want to get that research bonus there, so we can go ahead and get ourselves new battleships researched. All right, so yeah, just keep our eyes on the naval situation. Italy accepts our alliance. Awesome. So they are now a member of the Allies. They could assume leadership of the faction almost, just because of the amount of deployed manpower they have. You know what? They're not close. I don't know why it says they're close, 82%. They still need a lot more deployed manpower and a lot more factories. Yeah, I don't know why that's notifying us already, but we'll keep it up there, whatever. It's fine. Let's go and get these guys deployed. Let's put them into that purple army there, and then we will move them. Let's see. Let's put them over to... frankly, we need a lot more divisions over here now that I pulled all those, so we'll move them over to there.
Move out.
And there we go. All right, so very soon, guys. I know we're making slow progress in the episode. Anglo-Italian alliance. You look at that. All right, so when we go to war, that does mean that the Italians will then invade France from here. I think the communists are going to get their ass kicked, but I mean, it's not like it would be any better against the Central European alliance. So we're going to tip the scales no matter which route we go, because they're so distracted by each other. Let's go and get the excavation here. But yeah, I just feel like it doesn't matter which side. It seems like the Central European Alliance is kind of starting to turn things in their favor, but for right now, it did look like they were losing. So what did we just get there? I don't even know what we got. I think we got the guns for the battleships. So what we want to get next now is the last thing for the battleships, and that's the armor. I believe that's the last. Let's use that experience, get it in 72 days. And in one more day, we get the new destroyers, so we'll have to design those. And we're very, very close now to working on our war goal. So we got the destroyers. I think we have everything for them as well, so we'll go ahead and design them. First, let's go and get a tech selected. How many techs do we have going towards naval stuff right now? Okay, just that one right now. All right, well, let's go ahead and start shifting this particular tech slot over to land stuff, because good God, we got like... We're missing so many land techs. Like, we haven't gotten any of the special forces yet. We don't have these yet, which would be really useful to have. Don't have the majority of the support battalions yet. We don't have medium cruisers, in which I assume we'd want to get soon. You know, we don't have the newest light cruisers. I mean, yeah, we don't have a lot of stuff, essentially, guys. That's what it comes down to. We are lacking lots of stuff. We don't have the newest anti-tanks, which probably should be what we get. Yeah, we should probably go after the newest anti-tanks, guys, because we don't have a lot of tanks. So we're going to be kind of relying on the anti-tanks in those infantry divisions to do the damn thing. All right. So still not enough experience, and I keep forgetting that we're over here in Mexico. My bad, guys. I mean, I don't really want to help them, honestly. And I kind of think that we won't help them anymore, because I don't really want to help this side out any more than we already have. So I think we're just going to go ahead and bring our troops over to I mean, just put them over there in the port for right now. Just let them fight each other, because I never really wanted to help once I realized that they were in the other faction. That was not... It's not the goal to help that faction out. We do have submarines here that are ready to get deployed. Let's go and move these over to the Mediterranean. Increase the size of the submarine task force that we have over there. I didn't check these guys yet. We do have destroyers done. Excellent. So let me just take a look at... You can see that they're all just about moved here, so you got a good idea of what we've got here. So we might want to get rid of this level 1 guy. And I think we'll put these up to 12 here in this area, since it's such an important area. So let's go ahead and move that one over to there, and then get these 2 level 2s going into here. And I think that'll be helpful. All right, so yeah, just getting those guys continuing training. I don't think we finished any ships yet. No. Oh yes, destroyers. I was supposed to design those. We have new destroyers. So let's go ahead and say we only want one more of these destroyers. And let's design the next model here, the 1940 model. And we will say that these guys here are old. And we might want to go and get a newer model of the Muppets too. And one thing I didn't check is if any of those ships, and I'm going to do that now because I'm going to forget, were Muppets. Yeah, one of them was a Muppet. All right, what about over here? Did I move any Muppets into here? I did not. All right, so the Muppet one, what we can now do is have him go to the Mediterranean then. All right, so let's get these destroyers designed. So the new 1940 destroyers. All right, so I don't know what all we need to change. I know we need to get the light batteries in there. Light battery 3. Although, yeah, it's actually, the dual purpose is actually better than, yeah, it's better than the light battery 3. You get 2.0 there, and yeah. So I think we should get the dual purpose, man. You do lose a little bit of speed, but getting that increased anti-air means that I won't have to put anti-air in that slot, which I was kind of debating, because that put our anti-air up to like 6 point something. But man, I'd prefer to have a higher depth charge attack, so that lets us do that. And then we'll get the anti-air in there. I don't think we have, yeah, we don't have better sonar. We do have better radar though, and we have better torpedoes, and of course the engine. And so I think we are going to go ahead and go with some depth charges here, guys. Yeah, I like that. It's pretty decent. Let's go ahead and save that. And we're going to want to get those building immediately after we finish here. So let's go and have them deploy to London. And we want 6. Yeah, that's how many you currently have there. Okay, so we need to do the Muppets. That's right. So let's go ahead and do the Muppets. And you can make the argument for not doing the newer ones, so that you could, which we'd have to. Damn, we're gonna have to duplicate that. I think it's better to do this rather than use. I could be wrong though. Let me just take a look here. We won't name them or anything. I'm gonna test this. Well, interesting. You can't put depth charges here in this slot. Or excuse me, the rail, I said depth charges. You can't put the mine warfare stuff in here. Okay then. So with that in mind, there's really no reason to get this better one. Yeah, there's no reason. I mean, you get speed, I mean, yeah, I don't see any point. I think we should just keep the Muppets as is. We could, of course, do, yeah, we're gonna keep using this older version. They're easier to build. The production is lower, I believe. So, yeah, let's just use this one, guys. We'll continue, and we will go ahead and upgrade some of their stuff that has to be in here. Yeah, like just they'll be able to defend themselves a little bit better. I mean, this decreases. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that. We'll do this one because it's not much more production. But yeah, we won't do the other one. And then we'll do the engine so that they can, try and get away a little bit faster if they get into a pickle. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. But other than that, we're not going to change. We're not going to change them over to the other model. I just don't see the point. Yeah, if we can't get the extra mine rails, which I thought you could, but yeah, that is not the case. And we did not say that we don't want. Okay, yeah, I guess the. Interesting. I thought it would say that both of those are outdated, but it's not. Okay, whatever. It's fine. So, good God, the episode is just moving extremely rapidly, and we're still not in the war yet. Now, we are in July, though, and so what we'll do is get all these troops moved around to their locations, and then, after we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and get that Wargle going. And these guys need to go here. All right, so everybody should be trained up, after we made that adjustment to the divisions. And except for, these guys are still waiting for them to train up. Let's go ahead and get the Wargle. We're going to go ahead and get the Wargle against France. It could go against anybody, but I think it makes the most sense to go against France since they were such a traditional rival to the British for a long time, until World War I. France and Britain were always hardcore rivals. So, I mean, during the late 19th century, Russia was a major rival for the British Empire, too. They had a lot of areas where they're kind of fighting over sphere of influence. Afghanistan was one of those, for instance. So, China was another. It could make sense for Russia, too, but France is our traditional rival, has been our rival for centuries. So yeah, I think we'll do it against France. So we get that in. When do we get that? And oh, Italy's just fine against Yugoslavia. I thought they already had a war goal against Yugoslavia. That works for us. What we could do, we do have a lot more divisions here, though, so I don't think it's going to be necessary. Yeah, we have the Italians here. I was going to build up the fortification there a little bit more, but yeah, I don't think that's necessary at all. We are looking good there. So yeah, we should be able to invade and have success. Let's see what happens now that they know that we're working on a war goal on them. Let's see if they start moving divisions around other locations and stuff. And yeah, this whole thing's getting all kind of messed up because of they pushed back here, so it does seem like it's already going against them. All right, well, let's go ahead and have these guys move over to this front then. There's really no reason to keep them there. Yeah, we'll move them on over there, and we'll try and help wipe out these divisions if they're still there by the time we get the war goal, which they very well might not be. And let's go and take a look at our air situation too. We have all these guys done training, so they don't need to be there anymore. I already put 1,000 planes here. We could move planes from over here to come, but they just don't reach. I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't look like they'll reach over to there. There's no reason to do that. So let me just kind of dip around and see where we can move these, where we have openings. I know that we already have that filled up. Really, we need another air base there. We can move more over to here, naval bombers. We could also move the naval bombers there now that we now have access to Italy. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's have them move over to here. In fact, we'll go ahead and move 2 over there. Yeah, we'll move 2 over to here. I think I need 1 in, well, they could probably cover just fine. I know that I have some there. Let me just take a look. We have some there, and we don't have any right there, so we want to go ahead and move some over to there, as well as some to, although we might not have it. Yeah, it looks like we don't have any spare naval bombers now. I think we've moved them all. Yeah, they're all moved at this point. All right, so that's fine for naval bombers then. As far as areas that we're fighting in, we're not gonna move any to the Americas just yet, and I don't think we'll need any here. What we could do is build up the air base in Gibraltar a bit more, but again, I don't think we're gonna need it. Yeah, I mean, it feels pretty good right now. There's not gonna be too many fronts for us to fight on right now. That's the way it seems anyway. I'm gonna delete that. And it seems like there's not going to be any fights to any fronts for us to fight on. We're going to conquer Syria real quick. We'll invade into Spain. We should probably send more divisions to Spain then. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that since it's wide open. This is not going to be a defensive operation. So having more of the motorized would be super helpful. So let's go and move them over there and put them into, good God, I don't even know what army that is. It's this one here. I think we have them into like a defensive army. You know what? This is what we'll do. We'll just move 2 of these guys into that army, and then the other one that I moved over there, we'll have him stay where he's at. Make sure he didn't go into the sea already. No, he didn't. All right, so he can help cover these ports for us. We're still building up troops right now. We could get a couple more going, and I think that's what we'll do. Let's get, I think, 5 more divisions going. All right. So we have some ships that need to get moved. We actually finished up that battleship. All right, that is fantastic news. I'm surprised we didn't get a notification about dockyards. I'm guessing that they went to the, the next model of those destroyers that we have. So we are going to go and train them up. Let's move them and then move them as well. Oops, right there, right there. And I'm assuming that we probably have some of these guys done. Yeah, we do. All right, so let's go and have one move over to here, and the other guy's going to be moving over to here. All right, and we do have some ships over here that are done. We're going to have this one move to here. That's what I was waiting on there. And then we have 2 destroyers that are done, and they'll be going over to this one, although I did not check. Yeah, I did not check if any of those were Muppets. Yep, one of them's a Muppet. Okay, let's move him here then. All right, so yeah, just we're almost ready, guys. We do have civilian factories, my bad. I didn't see that. So let's go ahead and make use of this. I think we have all of our radar up for the most part where we want it. Yeah, we have radar here. We could build radar here, I suppose. You know what? We need more divisions. And we really need more divisions for Hong Kong. But again, I'm not too worried about the situation in the Pacific. And you know what? Let's go and build a few other things while I'm in here. We want airbase there. Looks like a decent size. I'm okay with that for right now. I don't think we'll build any more air bases. As far as infrastructure for some resources, let's take a look if we need to do that. Yeah, we could get some stuff here. I could see us using tungsten eventually. So let's see if there's any good spots back in the homeland. Doesn't seem like it. It's all steel spots. I can't get a ton of steel there, so you know what? We're gonna go ahead and take advantage of that just because it's so good. So we'll get the steel there, and then we'll take a look for other good locations to build in. Oh yes, I wanted to build right there to try and we're trying to annex them if we can. Getting the rubber here, we'll do that, and see if there's any other areas that building would be useful for us. I don't think so. Nah, I think we're pretty good right now. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and build up this naval base just a bit more. All right, so that should keep them busy for a while. We do have dockyards as well. So let's go ahead and get these assigned. We want to... Let's go ahead and put into this line of Muppets here. Get the newer Muppets done. And then we're going to go ahead and get... we can't build a battleship just yet. So let's get the support cruisers, I suppose. Yeah. Alright, so the Mexican Soviet Republic is actually justifying against us. Alright, that's fine. So when do we get this damn war goal? Because, yeah, we're going to declare war probably immediately after I get it. And I do need to look in here. The 2nd of August. I don't see any reason why not to go to war right away. And a lot of our planes are just going to be sitting over here not doing anything. And you know what? I can also take a look to see if we can train any more up. Now, again, we don't want... put all of our planes into air wings because we're going to need them for replacements. I don't even think we'll build train up those interwar fighters. Let's get this one close air support, train it up. Oh, and we have more dockyards. I'm guessing they were repairing. So let's go ahead and get this assigned to... Oh, let's finish those Muppets. All right, excellent. So I'm assuming there's also some ships here. Yeah, there's a destroyer that needs to get trained up. And let's take a look. Oh, we got the justification. Excellent. All right, guys, so we are ready to join this conflict. It's fortunately towards the end of the episode, but we're in it. So there's that. Let's go ahead and get this guy assigned. And let me see. He's in this army here. I moved all the armies around, so I don't know where anybody's at now. And we'll get him moving to... Let's just take a look here. To Singapore, I guess. All right, so we have our war goal. Let's go ahead and join the conflict, guys. Declare war, and we're gonna call in all of our allies. We might have more countries that are gonna be willing to join the conflict. And what are the decisions that we have here? Emergency factory conversion. Okay, that's not gonna be necessary. Probably passed right by it. Yeah. All right, so yeah, that's not gonna be necessary. We get our volunteers back, so that'll be helpful. And we are not at war with them just yet. We are at war with France. I want to set up a naval invasion here. We only have 3 divisions to do it. That's what this army's for. They're going to do a naval invasion somewhere here in either Normandy or Brittany or something like that. And it does seem that Paris is about to be taken, so we should probably go ahead and set the naval invasion up now, actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it, guys. This is not going to last much longer. Unfortunately, it seems that France has now decided that they're going to collapse right when I joined the damn war. There's actually 3 divisions there. Maybe we should attack somewhere else then. Yeah, let's do somewhere else. At the very least, we'll be able to do this quickly, though, since we don't have a lot of divisions assigned. Let's go and attack in Brittany first, then. All right, so now we need to get all of our troops and ships out there assigned. We'll start with the ships, because that's going to take a little while. So we'll start with these guys, our patrol fleets, and let's put them onto the patrol mission. And then we're going to want them to patrol the English Channel, the North Sea. I don't think we should go to the Eastern North Sea. I think that would be stupid. They're just going to bomb us. Oh, well, I'm thinking we're at war with the Germans. We're not at war with the Germans. So you know what? It's probably fine. We will cover that so they can't get supply there. Maybe. And then we'll have... Or I guess these guys are just patrolling, so... Yeah, we'll have these guys cover, I think, in these zones as well. And that's it. And obviously they're not going to be able to patrol it effectively. And then we'll put them onto Strike Force because, yeah, there's only 2 right now. These guys here would do naval invasion coverage. But what we'll do for right now is have them move to support the attack on that port. And so that's where they're going to go. Let's go to get all these guys assigned now as well. So we're going to want these 3 assigned to Convoy Escorts, and they'll be escorting convoys pretty much everywhere that we have convoys going through up to right here. So they're going to cover all that. Obviously, they're not going to be able to cover it effectively because, I mean, we could split this up into more, into a couple more task force, and maybe we will. Oh shit, my bad. I see what happened here. Psh, I'm an idiot. I got them mixed up. That makes perfect sense. That's the reason why I didn't have enough. I was thinking I'd messed that up. I thought I counted it all. That's my bad, guys. Let's fix this. Let's fix it. I knew I was going to get this mixed up with them being up here at the top, but they were already there, so I just left them as is. But it did dick me all up, so let's go and get these guys assigned their locations. So we wanted them to not cover over there. My bad. And I don't know what all areas I assigned them to. Let's go and get them pulled. All right, so that makes perfect sense why that was messed up. And hold up. What you doing, Convoy Escort? So they're going to Convoy Escort throughout this region. Obviously, I don't know how well they'll be able to do it. And this is where I wanted them convoy. If we start taking losses here in the center, then we'll, the center zones, then we'll cover those. But I'm hoping that we don't take any losses there. We can cover there, though. All right, so that looks good. Let's go and get the submarines out there. And they're going to be doing convoy raiding in those same regions there. And we'll see how well that ends up going. And yeah, once again, we're not going to cover here just yet. All right, so these are the ones, the blue ones here were the ones that I was trying to do. We want them to do convoy escorts in these regions here. My bad, guys. I just messed that all up. So yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I did. And then these guys are going to do mine lane in those same regions. Obviously, these are not great. This doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do it in the deep oceans here. I don't really want them mine lane there, but I'm not going to create a separate task force just for the mine guys. Or excuse me, a separate fleet just for the mine guys. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me. So we're not going to do that. Let's go and get the rest of these guys assigned. This is going to be the rest of the episode, actually. It's just getting the ships out there and assigned and doing their damn thing. All right, so we're going to start with the, with our patrol fleets. And we're going to want them to patrol throughout the Mediterranean. All right, so that looks great. Could have them patrol out here. But yeah, we've already got somebody, I think, doing that. I believe. No, we don't. We don't really need a patrol there. There shouldn't be any fleets there. And then we're going to have this one here. There's nobody that we really have to fight on the coast here, so we won't move them out. In fact, I don't really think they can be useful anywhere but over here. So yeah, I think we'll move them right there. Yeah, we'll move them right there. And then we have, let's take a look here. Where's the rest of these guys here? We'll put them on strike force. And then let's go and get the submarines out there. This is where we're going to be able to sink quite a few French and perhaps Spanish and Soviet convoys going across here. So these guys are going to be tasked to the Mediterranean. We currently have 5. No, we have 6. 6 for only 4 regions. So that's not bad at all. I don't really see any reason to cover. I suppose we could. Oh yes, the Red Sea. I was going to cover the Red Sea. Let's sink anything that goes through there. Though, you know what? Nobody's going to be able to go through there because obviously they can't get through the Suez, so that's irrelevant. Yeah, so I guess this is probably good. We could have them cover over here so those French troops there don't get supplied. But yeah, no, I think that this is probably great. You know what we could do, and maybe I meant to do this originally. No, these are just convoy escorts. But maybe I did plan on having them cover that. No, they're going to cover right here. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. But here, this is what we're going to do, guys. Let's go and pull these guys out of this zone here. Is it this one? No, it's this one. We're going to go and pull them out of there because I don't really want them mining that up. And we will use our Mediterranean one for that task. And apparently these guys are not set to convoy rating for whatever reason. Oh, they're currently repairing. Got it. All right, let's go and we'll send them out there. Though, I guess you end up in the same issue here. Yeah, because you still got them out there. In the same, yeah, so it doesn't change anything. All right, so let's have these guys do convoy escort throughout the Mediterranean, as well as the Red Sea, and I suppose we'll have them do it there as well. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter since we... Yeah, since we still have the mine ships in there. All right, let's have these guys start mining. And I think we're good. Yeah, we're good on all of the fleets here. Well, nope, let me take that back. We haven't done the submarines up here just yet. So let's go ahead and get them assigned to convoy raiding. And we're just going to raid all over the place. And we have that covered. So let's go ahead and start raiding out here. And I don't know that we'll cover there yet. Nah, I think we'll just leave the middle open for right now. So what else do we need to do here? The Pacific. All right, so let's get these guys handled. I don't know how many fleets or ships the French and their allies have over here. Probably not a lot, guys. I would assume they don't have many. But we'll get them assigned anyway. So let's go ahead and do the, nope, not Convoy Escort, patrol. And we'll have them patrol just in this area, guys. I'm not really trying to, patrol everything. I think we're probably good. We don't even need to patrol that there. So let's go and have these guys support. Well, they will be supporting that invasion. We'll just move them over here for right now. And then we'll be launching that invasion here momentarily. In fact, we might as well go ahead and have them do the... Let's get them over there first so they don't assign themselves somewhere else. And then this guy here is going to be Strike Force. I know it's super fun watching this. A big part of the game, though. So, and then we'll have the submarines do their mission of convoy raiding. And they're going to be convoy raiding here. I think there's no reason to convoy raid out there. And yeah, this is just for the Indian Ocean and the Pacific here. I think that's it. We'll eventually move over to here. But for right now, we'll just kind of focus on this area. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. We'll see how they do. Let's get these guys escorting. Oh, well, I guess that's one thing I didn't think about, is the fact that I have these in the same area. So we do want them to go anywhere where we have our convoys going through. All right, so that looks good. I think that's everybody. Excellent. So let's go ahead and get the planes out there now. So I said we were going to start the war this episode. Technically we did. Technically we started it. But we're not actually playing much of a role in the war in this actual episode. Let's go and do air superiority and close air support here so that we can try to take the Spanish out. And I think the Soviets are there as well. And then let's go and get all of our other planes assigned to the English Channel here to do naval strikes. We have a closed air support just sitting there because I don't have anything for him to do just yet. We'll probably move some planes over here to cover there. Let's go ahead and make sure we have somebody providing air superiority here. All right, and let's move fighters and close air support over to here. They're going to be covering that for us. And they'll be doing air superiority there. And then we're going to go ahead and make sure that we have, I mean, it's not a problem here, but we'll go ahead and go there anyway. Just in case the French, do they have any carriers now? I don't actually know if they even have any carriers. And then Naval Strike. All right, so we got those guys training up, and just a lot of planes kind of standing by right now. We could throw them out into the sea, but remember, to bomb and cover and stuff. But do remember that does cause us oil problems, so I bet that's going to get really bad very soon here. All right, so let's go ahead and have these guys. They're all assigned here. Spain's not in the conflicts yet, so we won't put them in just yet. I should have built the air base up higher. Oh, these guys are going to be going here. So let's have them do naval strikes. We have all our planes here. Do more naval strikes here. Could have done smaller air wings, I suppose. I just didn't think it was going to be necessary since we have so many planes. But if we start losing a lot and we don't have enough to cover the areas, then that's exactly what we'll do. All right, naval strikes there. And let's get these guys going out. I suppose I don't have anybody doing naval strikes there. All right, so we're going to want to fix that. I think we have a lack of naval bombers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure naval bombers is short at the moment. I think that's what the problem is. We don't have enough of them. Let me double check and see if we have any naval bombers just sitting around, but nah, it doesn't. It doesn't look like. We have an abundance of other planes. So maybe we want to switch production up a little bit on that one, since we do have a lack of naval bombers. Just maybe pull from close air support a little bit just to get them into the naval bombers. Yeah, I don't like how many we currently have at the moment. All right, so I think that's it for planes. till Spain comes in. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and have our invasion start. We have the invasion over here. We wanted to get shot off immediately. All right, so they'll be going. Oh wait, no. Wait a minute. Let me stop that. I forgot. We're still waiting on the ships to get there to support them. So we have to wait a second for that one. However, we can start the invasion of Syria. Where's that at? And we're gonna have to put this under the control of the AI because we just have too many fronts at the moment. To not let the AI run this. I know they'll probably do it terribly, but I suppose we can start with the initial attacks here. Because I'd love to get these guys cut off here. Those guys are pretty weak. We go and attack there. These two would just hold out here while they go behind them, I guess. And this guy here is also going to come over here. Alright, so the attack on Syria has begun. And let's go and let it play so that we can see what happens in an initial start here. So Italy's come in, Canada and the Dutch and Venezuela has come into it. South Arabia has come in, of course. And yeah, we can no longer see what they're doing. All right, so let's go ahead and, well, they're still not into it, never mind. So I guess it's just Syria, Syria war here. Oh, wait a minute, we spotted a bunch of enemy navies here. Here we go. Oh, I like that they have this up here. I think that's because we check it on the high alert. Well, that's kind of cool. All right, so we're spotting an enemy navy here. And you know what, guys? It is actually, oh, there's the Soviets coming into the conflict. It is actually already the end of the episode. That sucks, man. We just started, man. We're going to dip around. We got troop convoys that we're engaging there. Oh, wait a minute. Do the Dutch have it? They can take care of it. All right, so we won't help them there. So yeah, we're engaging some convoys here. I think, yeah, it looks like that's what that is. And yeah, just all of our submarines there engaging convoys. I'm not sure who's fighting here. Oh, these are all the enemy. I'm not clicking on naval combat, my bad. So troop convoys that we're protecting here from submarines. Or we're hopefully coming to protect them. It looks like our submarines have deployed. And I keep clicking on the wrong button here. More troop convoys we're engaging here. Is there anything else? Oh, nice. Look at this. We already sunk a French submarine. That was quick. We can go ahead and turn this down a bit, too. Alright, so yeah, we can kind of see what's going on here. Alright, and then also a few planes already. Interesting. And are these guys at war yet? They are not. Alright, we just gotta wait for Spain to come in before we can really do anything. And yeah, we're already bombing them all through here. They're not gonna have a good time coming through the English Channel right now. That's not gonna go well for them. And let's go and dip on over to here and see if we have that fleet there. We do not. We're still waiting on them. All right, so they'll get over there and then we'll do the invasion. And there we go. Spain is joined. Awesome. And we have troops here that need to train up. So I'm gonna get them exercising. All right, guys, so yeah, it sucks that this is where I'm ending it, man. But yeah, we are at war with Spain now, so we are going to want to go ahead and start invading here, and that's how we'll start this episode coming up here with the invasion, the actual invasion of Spain, which I suppose we should set up a, yeah, I guess we should go and set up an army here, because yeah, it does seem that we are ready to start invading. Although I think that this army here is that defensive army. Yeah, that's not the way we want to do that. What we'll do is we'll have, we're going to have these guys here, all the ones that are here, join into this army right here, and then start a new front here, and that'll be fine. We do need to, why are they not all assigned? Let's have them all assigned there, and into the port. Oh, we can't get through there now that Spain. Oh, shit. Yep, we got to go get that conquered. All right, so that's a problem. Let's go and have them go back home then, because they did not get there soon enough. They're kind of stuck out there, aren't they? Damn it. Let's see if I can't get him to go now. He's having some troubles. There we go. All right. And Mexico's been called in as well. Still waiting on to get our volunteers back there. But yeah, next episode we'll go ahead and invade into Spain, where we'll be bringing the troops from Syria over there once they finish up here. And of course they would do these stupid attacks, man. You just can't Yeah, we'll let them do that, but I don't know why I even bother letting them control anything. The Italians are now attacking into France, and we're going to be wiping them out here. I bet their port is wide open. We'll be able to seize it quickly with that motorized troop, and we want to go ahead and get all of our planes assigned to the Spanish theater here. And I didn't assign too many planes here, I don't think. I don't think I gave them any planes, just some fighters here. Just to make sure that we have air superiority there. But I didn't give them too many planes there because I didn't think it was going to be a problem. They just don't have any divisions here. So let me just double check here. Got convoy sunk already. Nice. And still waiting on that fleet there. All right, so it sucks that this is where we're ending it, man. But a lot of setup in this episode. We only got 2 months. But yeah, it's just getting set up for the war, guys. It's a big, massive conflict. We're a major country, so it's just kind of the way it is. But to show you guys who we're all at war with, this is it. It's the red. So we're going to rely on the Italians to hopefully win in Africa. Just taking a look at the Comintern, you can see that they are at war with everybody. So they have a lot of problems. As far as people willing to join us, like, are these guys willing to join at this moment? Let's just take a look and see. I know that we're probably pretty far off. Yeah, they're negative 56. So can't get Australia to join. I know there's other countries willing to join there that are fascist. So negative 42 here. So yeah, not able to get the Greeks in just yet. I know there's a couple others. I don't remember who all it is though. Yeah, I think that's it actually that I know of. I think somebody's going. Oh. They've gone communist. They could go into the Comintern, which could cause problems for our lands here, as well as the Venezuelan lands. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see what happens there. But yeah, that's the end of the episode, guys. I actually went over what I meant to go. But yeah, we're going to end it here, and it looks like the war will be next episode, unfortunately. If you did enjoy it, though, even on this cliffhanger, then make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Hope to see you on the next one, and thanks for watching, guys.